Welcome to my channel French Pulse. Let's enjoy learning French. Today we are going to learn la négation. This is part 2. In part 2 we will learn how to change indefinite articles and partitive articles to negative sentences. So we learn how to change affirmative sentences to negative sentences. Go through part 1 of negation to understand this better. To make a sentence negative in French, we learned that we need to put ne before the verb and pas after the verb. But if the verb begins with a vowel, we need to use an apostrophe before the verb and pas after the verb. Now today we are going to learn what to do when in the sentence there is an indefinite article. So here we go. What are indefinite articles in French? Indefinite articles in French are un, une, they. These indefinite articles in negation will change to de or d apostrophe. When will it change to d apostrophe? In front of vowels or silent h. Let's take an example. Il a un cahier. So identify the verb as a, put ne before the verb and pas after. This verb begins with a vowel, so we need to write an apostrophe. And a, that is indefinite article, will change to de. This rule is not applicable when the verb is être. Mind you, be very careful here. For verb être, no change. Let's take the same sentence with the same example but changing it slightly. C'est un cahier. What is this? This is a notebook. We change this affirmative sentence to negative sentence. Ce n'est pas un cahier. The rule for negation remains the same. Ne before the verb. Identify the verb as est is the verb. Put ne before the verb and pas after the verb. This verb also begins with a vowel, so we need to use an apostrophe and pas after the verb, and then this indefinite article does not change. Let's see what happens in sentences which have definite articles. In definite articles, what are my definite articles? Le, la, l'apostrophe, les. They do not change in negative. So let's take an example. Il a le cahier. It changes to il n'a pas le cahier. So identify the verb a. Put an apostrophe before the verb because this begins with a vowel. Pas after the verb, but this definite article remains the same. Let's take another example. Elle a les livres. So here we identify the verb elle a is the verb. Put an apostrophe before the verb and pas after the verb, and the definite article remains the same. Let's look at some examples. Let's do some exercises. Nous avons des chocolats. So here we identify the verb as avant, put ne before the verb and pas after the verb. This is, we have some chocolates, so this is indefinite article. Indefinite article will change to de in negation. So let's look at the affirmative sentence, the second one. Je suis professeur. So here we just put, this is a verb, identify the verb, put ne before the verb and pas after the verb. So negation, it will be je ne suis pas professeur. Je ne suis pas professeur. Let's look at another example. Ce sont des livres. Now we said with the verb être, it doesn't change to de or d apostrophe. So we have to be very careful. We identify the verb as sont, put ne before the verb and pas after the verb, but the indefinite article they does not change. Il y a une chaise, there is a chair. Il n'y a pas de chaise. So put ne before y a pas, pas after the verb here, and the indefinite article will change to de shares. So today we learned how to change an affirmative sentence to negative, and in the sentence when we have indefinite article we change it to de or d apostrophe in front of vowels or silent h. But when the verb être is used in the sentence, we don't change it. And we've also learned what to do when we have a definite article in the sentence. What are the definite articles? Le, la, l'apostrophe, le. We don't change that. In the next part, we will learn how to change partitive articles to negative. Click the link in the description box for exercises on the same. Like, share and subscribe to my channel. Au revoir et à bientôt.